the man accidentally got his hands on a timespace mailbox. The instruction manual stated he could write letters to anyone in the past using this mailbox. To verify if this was real, he decided to write down yesterday's winning lottery numbers and threw the letter into the timespace mailbox. When he woke up the next day, he was shocked to find 2 lottery tickets in his pocket. He was completely stunned. He immediately ran to the mailbox to check, only to find the letter had disappeared. To confirm his suspicions, he immediately went to the lottery store to claim his winnings. When he successfully collected the $1 million prize, he realized he wasn't dreaming. At that moment, a bold plan suddenly popped into his mind. He decided to use this opportunity to get back at the girlfriend and Tony who had framed him. Coincidentally, at this moment, he overheard a conversation from a few passers-by, saying that a listed company's stock had suddenly hit the daily limit, so he rushed to the stock exchange to check out the situation, and unexpectedly, he ran into his girlfriend and Tony there. Tony arrogantly snatched the notebook from his hand. Seeing him record stock prices, Tony couldn't help but mock him, saying that a poor guy like him was dreaming of getting rich through stocks. His girlfriend also mocked him, telling him to face reality and stop having unrealistic fantasies. The man felt disgusted upon hearing this, because if it hadn't been for his girlfriend falsely accusing him of rape, which led to him spending 3 years in prison, he wouldn't have fallen to his current miserable state. Yet his girlfriend shamelessly said she was just choosing a better life. Luckily, now that the man had a timespace mailbox, he could change his fate, and he would make the two of them pay a painful price. When he got home, he immediately began writing a letter to his past self, telling his past self how to make a lot of money. The letter explained that if he listened to him and bought a few specific stocks, he would become a millionaire by tomorrow. The next day, when the man woke up, he immediately checked his phone and saw he had borrowed money from various lending platforms. Then, when he opened his stock account, he found that he had already become a millionaire. Seeing the balance on his phone, he jumped up with joy, but the cheering quickly attracted the beautiful landlady. She said someone was willing to pay 3 times the rent for the apartment he was living in, because the man had often failed to pay rent in the past. The landlady had no choice but to agree to the higher offer. After hearing this, the man felt something was wrong. Someone was offering 3 times the rent to kick him out. The person who made the offer was probably Tony, so he confirmed with the landlady, and sure enough, it was exactly what he thought. The man then decided to buy the apartment. When he said this, the landlady was stunned. Upon hearing the man's explanation, the landlady realized the feud between him and Tony, and immediately sided with the man, helping him mock Tony harshly. Meanwhile, the man was having dinner with the beautiful landlady, and the landlady, tipsy from the wine, deliberately seduced him. Just as the man hesitated, he accidentally saw his college classmate, Annie, in trouble. He had heard that Annie's father was the president of the Chamber of Commerce and the leader of an underground faction, so he immediately decided to follow and see what was going on. To his surprise, he witnessed Tony and a few thugs cornering Annie on a bridge, intending to assault her. But what shocked him was that Annie, with her strong will, chose to jump into the river to preserve her dignity. Tony and his men quickly ran away in fear. When they were far enough, the man rushed over, intending to save Annie, but unfortunately, despite his efforts, he couldn't save her. At that moment, the man suddenly thought, perhaps he could use